finding the best computer isn't as easy as you'd expect. This is because you have a number of factors to consider, such as size, power, and price when shopping for the best computers that meet all of your needs. Today's budget desktops offer a modest baseline for performance and decent flexibility while lasting longer than they used to. In the desktop computer world, inexpensive is not synonymous with low quality or slow, especially nowadays. In this video, we're going to show you affordable computers you can own. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Dell Inspiron Desktop 3891. The Dell Inspiron 3891 is a pre-built home desktop computer first released in 2021. The motherboard is using the B560 chipset and supports an 11th gen Intel Core processor and 64 GB of DIMM DDR4 2666-2933 memory. The Dell Inspiron 3891 has 2 RAM slots. This is more than enough for most users. For those of you who need extra flexibility and RAM size, go for a model with 4 memory slots. To cover the needs of your OS, games, and apps, Dell Inspiron 3891 supports up to 64 GB of DIMM DDR4 2666-2933 RAM. Dell Inspiron 3891 comes equipped with an onboard M22230 Wi-Fi BT slot. This slot is used for a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth combo card. This PC also comes with 8 USB ports in total. The DisplayPort is the most widely used digital interface for transmitting digital video and audio between display devices and PCs. M1 Mac Mini. For those who don't want an all-in-one, but still want the additional horsepower that often comes with larger desktop towers, look no further than the M1 Mac Mini. While Apple hasn't refreshed the Mac Mini since its debut in 2020, it's still well worth considering, as it comes equipped with the same world-beating components as the game-changing M1 MacBook Air. That means this Mac Mini can handle just about any typical task without breaking a sweat, browsing the web, playing back 4K video, running apps for work, while also being powerful enough to take on things like gaming and video editing. It's also versatile enough to plug into your TV and function as a media hub if that's your thing. Thanks to that M1 chip, this mini computer can actually outperform most desktops and laptops that cost 2 or 3 times as much. Of course, you will need to invest in one of the best monitors as well. Acer Aspire TC895 UA91. It's a relatively small PC with a 16-liter case. Compared to the Dell XPS 8940 SE at 19L, it's nice and compact that can just go about anywhere. The PC is meant for office or school work at home, so it doesn't need many styles. Ports are rather generous and should provide you with enough connectivity for all your accessories. The front includes a UHS-I SD card reader, USB-C 3.2, USB-A 3.2, and dual 3.5mm audio jacks for headphones and mic. There's also a vertically aligned DVD-RW tray load drive on the front. There's also an Intel AX200 Wi-Fi 6 chip inside that doubles up Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity. This is a nice addition that keeps you from running an Ethernet cable across the house if the PC isn't positioned near a router. If you want to add some extra storage, the cables required are already zip-tied near the extra HDD mounts. Samsung Smart Monitor M70A. Rather than using full-fat processing hardware from Intel or AMD to run Windows, Samsung's Smart Monitor runs Samsung's own Tizen operating system, similar to Samsung Smart TVs. This, combined with the monitor's built-in Wi-Fi, gives you access to streaming services like Netflix, Apple TV, and YouTube. Alexa, Google Assistant, and Bixby Voice Assistant support are also present, as is casting via AirPlay 2. When playtime is over and it's time to get some work done, you can connect a keyboard and mouse to the smart monitor via Bluetooth 4.2 and then use Microsoft Office 365 for its productivity apps. If you've got a Samsung S8 or newer phone, Samsung's DeX utility will enable it to power a desktop-like PC experience on the monitor. The Smart Monitor is available in 24, 27, 32, and 43-inch sizes, with the latter making sense if you want a sofa-based computing experience. HP Pavilion Desktop. Sometimes you just want a good PC that looks okay and does a job. It has all the ports and connections you could possibly need. It looks good, and it runs relatively quietly too. You don't get the same quality new components as the Dell XPS series, but this keeps the cost down a little for anyone who wants a decent spec workhorse PC but doesn't want to pay Dell's prices. The cheapest Pavilion is fantastic value at $549, and you get a decent AMD processor, 8GB of RAM, and a TB HDD, 256GB SSD, plus a DVD writer thrown in. If you want to keep your desk clean while still having a powerful PC, the HP Pavilion Desktop is for you. HP Slim Desktop. The HP Slim Desktop is fast enough for most people's computing needs. It's comparatively inexpensive, and it takes up less space than full-size desktop PCs. The S01 PF1025 SC model can handle web browsing, documents and spreadsheets, media streaming, Zoom calls, DVD burning, and even some light gaming. If you want to spend a little more for a faster computer, the S01 PF104A XT version has a faster processor, double the memory, and more solid-state storage. As a small form factor PC, the HP Slim Desktop takes up less room than the mid-sized towers that are common in this price range. But it has less room for upgrades later. If that's important to you, consider a mid-tower system like the Acer Aspire TC or the Dell Inspiron Desktop instead. HP Envy 34 All-in-One. The HP Envy 34 All-in-One packs flagship hardware behind a screen. If you're looking for a Windows iMac alternative, the HP Envy 34 is your best option. It features a beautiful 34-inch ultra-wide display, which you can open toollessly in the back to upgrade memory and storage. For specs, you can pack up to an 8-core Intel Core i9-11900 processor behind the screen, along with up to a NVIDIA RTX 3080 discrete GPU. Outside of raw power, the Envy 34 has a slew of quality-of-life features. It includes a detachable webcam, which you can position at 5 different points around the screen, and the stand supports wireless charging for your phone. The ports are built directly into the stand too, offering quick access to everything you need. All-in-one PCs are a dime a dozen, but the HP Envy 34 manages to stand out. Lenovo IndaCenter All-in-One Desktop PC. Along with a PC tower, you typically need a minimum of 3 peripherals to complete your desktop computer setup: a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. These are additional costs, but if you want everything in a single package, and one that won't take up much space on your desk, then an all-in-one system like Lenovo's new IdeaCenter AIO 3 24-inch desktop is a great option for a super sleek workstation. This Lenovo all-in-one comes equipped with an AMD Ryzen 5 5500U CPU, plus 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB SSD, all of which sit right inside the 24-inch 1080p monitor housing. That means there's no PC tower to fuss with. That design, including a mouse and keyboard, can be yours for a great price right now. A tower with similar specs would cost you about that much by itself, so this is a great value considering that it has everything you need right out of the box, including Windows 11, with hardware that will last for years to come. Microsoft Surface Studio 2. Microsoft Surface Studio 2 is a fantastic choice for Windows users who want a powerful machine for graphic designers. It boasts a few smart features that the big boys from Apple don't have. The high-resolution 28-inch display, which is touch-sensitive, essentially means the computer can also be used as a huge graphics tablet if you want to pick up a Surface Pen along with it. Being able to switch instantly between color profiles, from sRGB to Vivid and DCI-P3 modes, is cool too. The Studio 2 can be configured to have up to 2 TB of SSD storage and 32 GB of RAM. The older quad-core processor from Intel does mean that the Surface Studio 2 is slower than its Apple rivals, and the GPUs also lag behind the iMacs. The Surface Studio 2 uses either a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 or 1070, which is plenty of power, but again offers less headroom than the iMacs. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.